Have you ever stopped to think about the untapped potential hidden within you? We often look to others for inspiration, admiration, and strength, yet we forget that the greatest source of power lies within ourselves. The truth is that we all possess unique strengths, but many of us have never fully discovered them. Life's challenges may have pushed us into routines, distractions, and self-doubt, clouding our ability to see the immense power that resides in us. But imagine if you could unveil those strengths, tap into your hidden potential, and truly realize what you're capable of. What would that mean for your life? You might be thinking, I'm just an ordinary person, there's nothing extraordinary about me. Trust me, I understand that feeling, but the reality is that extraordinary things come from ordinary people every single day. Think about it. Every successful individual, every pioneer, every innovator started off just like you. They didn't always know what they were capable of, and many of them faced obstacles that seemed insurmountable, but they didn't let those challenges define them. Instead, they chose to discover their hidden strengths, to push past the doubts, and to find power in the face of adversity. Now the question is, are you ready to discover what makes you extraordinary? There is a psychological shift that happens when we recognize our potential. It's like flipping a switch. We stop seeing ourselves as limited and start seeing ourselves as empowered, capable of achieving things we never thought possible. But how does one uncover this power? It begins with understanding your own mind, your emotions, and your perception of the world. When you align your thoughts with the belief that you can grow, change, and unlock your hidden strengths, you're no longer bound by limitations. But how do we truly get to that point? Many people spend years stuck in the cycle of self-doubt. We look at other successes and think, why not me? But that thought alone holds the key to discovering your strength. By questioning why others succeed and exploring your own abilities in the same light, you begin to explore what makes you unique. You see, your hidden strengths are not always immediately visible to you. They often exist in the parts of your life where you feel weakest, vulnerable, or even afraid. Have you ever noticed how people often find their true power during moments of crisis? When your back is against the wall, you have no choice but to dig deep within yourself to find a solution. But how do you turn this crisis into an opportunity for growth? First, understand that self-discovery is a journey, not a destination. It's about peeling back the layers you've built over the years, whether from fear, uncertainty, or previous failures, and seeing yourself without judgment. The path to uncovering your strengths starts with self-compassion. Instead of punishing yourself for past mistakes or limitations, start with kindness. Speak to yourself the way you would speak to a close friend, with encouragement, not criticism. You'll be amazed at the power this shift in mindset can have on your growth. Your mind has the incredible capacity to change, evolve, and adapt. It's not fixed. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself, proves that when you open yourself to new experiences, challenge your assumptions, and embrace change, you actively reshape your brain to be more resilient, more capable, and more creative. So if you feel stuck, frustrated, or incapable right now, remember that your mind has the ability to transform. It's not too late to tap into your hidden strengths, and you can start today. It's also important to understand that discovering your hidden strengths requires facing your fears. Fear is often the biggest barrier between you and your potential. Whether it's the fear of failure, rejection, or simply the unknown, it keeps us from reaching for the very things that would make us grow. But here's the thing. Fear is not the enemy. Fear is simply a signal, a cue that you're on the brink of growth. The very things that scare you the most may hold the key to unlocking your greatest potential. Can you imagine a life where fear no longer holds power over you? What if you could move forward even with fear and tap into the strength you never thought possible? That's the essence of discovering your hidden strengths, embracing fear, not letting it control you. Now let's talk about belief. In order to uncover your hidden strengths, you must first believe that they exist. You may not see them yet, but trust me, they are there. Your mind will often tell you otherwise, feeding you stories of inadequacy or doubt. But in those moments, ask yourself, what if I'm more capable than I think? What if I have untapped resources inside me waiting to emerge? The very act of asking these questions can begin the process of revealing your inner strength. It's not about magically finding the answers right away, but about shifting your focus from what you lack to what you can gain by unlocking your potential. The journey of self-discovery is different for everyone. Some people find their strengths through adversity, while others discover them through exploration and growth. It doesn't matter what path you take as long as you keep searching. Take the time to reflect on your life, to meditate on your experiences, and to really understand your core beliefs and values. Your strengths are connected to who you are at the deepest level, and once you begin to peel away the layers of doubt and fear, you'll be amazed at what you find beneath the surface. It's a process of unveiling the true you, and as you uncover those strengths, you'll become more confident, more capable, and more in tune with your own power. Discovering your hidden strengths is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process of growth, reflection, and self-compassion. And as you continue on this journey, remember that there will always be challenges and obstacles. But with each one, you'll have an opportunity to dig deeper, to push further, and to unlock more of the incredible power within you. So, are you ready to take the first step towards discovering your hidden strengths? Are you willing to embrace the unknown, confront your fears, and unleash the true potential that lies within? The time to start is now. Let's dive deeper into how you can begin discovering your hidden strengths and why this journey is so crucial for your personal growth. It's not just about realizing that you're capable of more. It's about breaking through the limiting beliefs that have been silently holding you back for far too long. Imagine living a life where you no longer question your worth or your abilities. How powerful would that feel? Well, the first step toward this freedom is understanding that every obstacle you've faced has in some way already proven your strength. You are more resilient than you give yourself credit for, and now it's time to embrace that fact. We often believe that our strengths should be obvious to us. We look for some grand, extraordinary display of power or talent that we think will confirm our potential. But the reality is that hidden strengths are often subtle, tucked away in moments of vulnerability, hardship, or even frustration. The truth is, your strengths may not be what you expect them to be. They could lie in your ability to empathize, to think critically, to remain calm in the face of chaos, or to bounce back after failure. The point is that you are already stronger than you know, and the task now is to recognize and harness that strength. But how do you begin to see those hidden strengths clearly? The first step is to create space for self-reflection. So many of us are busy running on autopilot, caught up in the hustle and bustle of life, that we fail to stop and truly reflect on who we are and what we've overcome. Think about all the times you've triumphed over obstacles, whether they were small or large, and ask yourself, what did you learn from those experiences? What strength did you tap into to keep going even when things seemed impossible? When you take the time to reflect, you'll be amazed at how much you've already accomplished and how much power lies within those experiences. It's important to recognize that your hidden strengths are often connected to your values. What do you care most about in life? What drives you? These values are the foundation of your strengths because they reflect the core of who you are. For example, if you value honesty, your strength may lie in your ability to communicate openly and truthfully even when it's uncomfortable. If you value perseverance, your strength may be your capacity to keep moving forward when the world feels like it's falling apart. When you align your strengths with your core values, you unlock an even greater level of power, because your strengths are rooted in what matters most to you. The next step in discovering your hidden strengths is understanding that growth often requires stepping out of your comfort zone. It's easy to think that our strengths will just reveal themselves when we stay in our familiar routines. But the truth is that growth happens when we challenge ourselves, stretch beyond what feels safe, and take risks. It's in the moments of discomfort, uncertainty, and change that your true strengths come to the forefront. If you've ever faced a major change in your life, like starting a new job, moving to a new place, or going through a personal loss, you've likely tapped into hidden strengths you didn't even know existed. This is why embracing discomfort is a key part of the process. Without it, your growth will be limited. So how do you embrace this discomfort? First, start by identifying the areas where you feel resistance. Do you shy away from confrontation because you fear rejection? Do you avoid new opportunities because you're afraid of failure? These are the places where your hidden strengths are waiting to be unlocked. The next time you encounter these moments of resistance, instead of running away from them, ask yourself, what would it look like to step through this fear and embrace the challenge head on? With each small victory over your fears, you'll gain confidence in your ability to push past limits, and you'll find strength you never knew you had. Another way to discover your hidden strengths is through seeking feedback from others. We are often our own harshest critics, unable to see the good within ourselves because we're so focused on our perceived flaws. But sometimes the people closest to us can offer a perspective we've been blind to. Reach out to friends, mentors, or colleagues and ask them, "What do you think I'm good at? When have you seen me handle difficult situations well?" You might be surprised by the strengths they see in you, strengths that you've overlooked or taken for granted. Don't be afraid to ask for help in recognizing your potential. Sometimes all it takes is an outside perspective to help you see your own power. And let's not forget that your strengths are also shaped by your passion. Think about the things you love to do, the activities or causes that ignite your spirit. These passions are often aligned with your strengths because they draw out your best quality. When you're engaged in something you're passionate about, you're more likely to tap into deep reserves of creativity, resilience, and focus. Have you ever found yourself in a flow state, completely immersed in what you're doing, losing track of time and feeling unstoppable? That's the power of working within your strengths. The more you embrace what you love, the more you'll uncover the unique talents and abilities you possess. It's essential to also understand that discovering your hidden strengths is a process that requires patience and persistence. It won't always be easy, and there will be moments when you feel discouraged. But don't let those moments define your journey. Every step, no matter how small, brings you closer to uncovering more of your hidden power. It's a gradual unveiling, and each discovery strengthens the foundation of who you are. Remind yourself that you don't have to have it all figured out right now. Life is about continuous growth, and the process of finding your strengths is an ongoing exploration. One of the most powerful aspects of uncovering your hidden strengths is the freedom that comes with it. When you start to realize what you're truly capable of, you stop feeling limited by the opinions of others, the constraints of society, or your own self-doubt. You begin to live life with confidence, knowing that you have the tools to navigate whatever challenges come your way. This shift in mindset is liberating because it means you're no longer waiting for someone else's approval or validation. Instead, you're living authentically and powerfully aligned with your true self. Remember that discovering your hidden strengths is not about perfection. It's about embracing your imperfections, your challenges, and your fears with grace and determination. It's about knowing that you have everything you need within you to rise above any obstacle, to learn from every setback, and to continue evolving into the person you were always meant to be. Your hidden strengths are not something you need to find. They are already there, waiting to be unleashed. Are you ready to tap into them? Are you ready to discover just how powerful you truly are? As you continue your journey to discovering your hidden strengths, it's important to understand that your power is not something that just appears in the grand moments of your life. No, your true strength often reveals itself in the small, everyday choices you make. The way you respond to a difficult situation, how you approach a challenge, or even how you treat others. These seemingly ordinary moments are often the ones where your strength shines the brightest. Have you ever been in a situation where you thought you couldn't go on, yet somehow you found the will to keep pushing forward? That's your strength at work. It's always been there, and now it's time for you to recognize it. The beauty of discovering your hidden strengths is that it doesn't require a major life event or a moment of crisis to reveal them. It's the small moments, the decisions you make when no one is looking, that define who you truly are. Do you stay kind in the face of rudeness? Do you remain calm when everyone around you is panicking? Do you offer a helping hand even when you're feeling drained yourself? These moments are where your strengths live, often unnoticed but incredibly powerful. It's in these everyday actions that you discover the depths of your resilience, compassion, and determination. So the next time you face a small, seemingly insignificant challenge, pause and recognize it for what it is, an opportunity for your hidden strengths to reveal themselves. Let's talk about failure for a moment. Many people view failure as the ultimate sign of weakness, but it's actually one of the most powerful tools for discovering your hidden strengths. Think about it. When you fail, you're forced to face your vulnerabilities, your fears, and your limits. And that's where growth happens. It's in the failure that you have the chance to reassess, reframe, and rise again. Each failure carries with it a lesson, a chance to unlock a new part of yourself that you might have never known existed. The key is to embrace failure as part of the process, not as the end of the road. Every time you fall, you have the chance to stand back up, stronger than before. That's where your hidden strength lies, in your ability to rise after falling. Furthermore, you must recognize that your strengths often come to light through collaboration. We often think of strength as a solo endeavor, something we must achieve on our own. But in truth, some of your greatest strengths can be discovered through teamwork, communication, and shared experiences. Think about the moments when you've worked with others to overcome a challenge. What role did you play in that success? Were you the motivator, the problem solver, the communicator? These roles reflect your strengths, and by working with others, you have the chance to see them in action. Collaboration allows you to leverage your strengths in ways you may not have been able to alone, and it provides valuable feedback that helps you see just how powerful you truly are when you unite with others. Another crucial aspect of discovering your hidden strengths is self-discipline. Strength doesn't just manifest in moments of intense emotional stress. It can also be found in your ability to stay committed to your goals, even when motivation wanes. Do you have the discipline to keep going when you don't feel like it? Do you push through the tough times even when it seems easier to quit? Self-discipline is one of the most powerful ways to unlock your hidden strength because it forces you to tap into your inner reserves of focus, determination, and willpower. The more you practice self-discipline, the more you build mental and emotional resilience, and the more you discover just how much you're truly capable of. One of the most profound realizations on this journey of self-discovery is understanding that your strengths are not fixed. They are dynamic, capable of growth and evolution. The person you are today is not the person you were yesterday, and the person you will be tomorrow is not the same as the one you are now. Strength isn't about staying the same. It's about evolving, adapting, and growing stronger through each new experience. This is why it's so important to embrace change and be open to new experiences. Every new challenge, every new opportunity, and every new relationship brings with it the potential for growth. Your strengths are always evolving, and as you continue to embrace life's changes, you will continue to discover more about yourself than you ever thought possible. A key to unlocking your hidden strengths is to become more aware of your emotional state. Emotions are often seen as weaknesses or distractions, but in reality, they are powerful indicators of what's happening within you. Your emotions point to your core values, your needs, and your boundaries. When you learn to understand and harness your emotions, you can use them as tools for self-discovery and growth. For example, when you feel anger, instead of suppressing it, take a moment to reflect on what's behind that emotion. Is it a need for justice, respect, or fairness? When you feel fear, ask yourself what it's trying to protect you from, and what strength you can draw from overcoming it. Emotions are a window into your hidden strengths, and by learning to navigate them, you unlock even more of your inner power. It's also essential to recognize that self-worth is directly tied to your ability to see and appreciate your own strengths. Many of us struggle with feelings of inadequacy, comparing ourselves to others and feeling like we don't measure up. But here's the truth. Your strengths are uniquely yours, and no one else's journey is the same as yours. Your power lies in accepting yourself with all your imperfections, strengths, and weaknesses. When you begin to recognize and appreciate your strengths, you start to see your worth in a new light. You no longer need validation from others because you already know how incredible you are. Self-worth is not about perfection. It's about accepting who you are, flaws and all, and embracing your unique path toward greatness. The process of discovering your hidden strengths requires not only self-awareness but also a deep level of self-acceptance. We often get caught up in the pursuit of perfection, trying to be everything for everyone, and in the process we lose sight of who we truly are. True strength comes when you let go of the need to be perfect and embrace your authentic self. It's in this acceptance that you find the power to move forward, to grow, and to unlock the full potential that resides within you. You don't have to fit into someone else's mold or measure up to anyone else's standards. You are powerful simply by being you. And while discovering your hidden strengths is an individual journey, it's also important to understand that you don't have to do it alone. Surround yourself with people who support you, who believe in your potential, and who encourage you to keep pushing forward. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is to let others help you see the strength that you might be blind to. Seek out mentors, friends, or role models who can offer guidance and perspective. Their belief in you will help you believe in yourself, and together you'll unlock the incredible power that lies within. As you continue on this journey of self-discovery, one of the most important things to remember is that your strengths are not only revealed through personal effort, but also through the relationships you cultivate with others. Strength is not just an individual trait. It can also manifest in how you connect with the world around you. Think about the people in your life who inspire you. What is it about them that draws you in? Chances are, they possess strengths that resonate with your own. Whether it's their resilience, their empathy, or their ability to stay calm in tough situations, we often discover our own hidden strengths through the relationships we build and the ways we show up for those we care about. By nurturing connections with others, we open ourselves up to the possibility of discovering new strengths in both ourselves and those we admire. These relationships can serve as mirrors, reflecting back to us qualities we may not have seen in ourselves. For example, perhaps a friend reminds you of how strong and compassionate you are in difficult situations. Or maybe a mentor helps you realize how capable you are of handling challenges that once seemed insurmountable. As you connect with others, take note of the ways you inspire or support those around you. This can be a powerful indicator of your strengths in action. Sometimes we are blind to our own abilities until we see how they positively impact others. This mutual exchange is not only enriching but can also reveal hidden talents or strengths that may have been lying dormant inside you. Moreover, it's essential to recognize that discovering your hidden strengths often comes with an element of vulnerability. So many people hesitate to tap into their true potential because they fear being judged or failing in front of others. But here's the truth. Vulnerability is not a weakness. It is one of the most powerful avenues for self-discovery. By allowing yourself to be vulnerable, you create space for growth and connection. Vulnerability fosters courage, and courage unlocks strength. It takes great strength to be open, to admit when you don't know something, or to ask for help. In these moments, you allow your authentic self to shine through, and you pave the way for the discovery of your true potential. In fact, vulnerability allows you to build deeper, more meaningful relationships with others. When you show up authentically, you invite others to do the same. This mutual vulnerability can help you discover strengths that you didn't even know existed, because you're able to let go of the facade of perfection and embrace your humanity. This authenticity allows for deeper connections, stronger bonds, and an environment where your strengths can flourish. It's in these spaces of honest, open exchange that we often find the courage to step into our full power and let our hidden strengths rise to the surface. Think about the role of kindness in this process. Kindness, whether toward yourself or others, is a strength that often goes unnoticed. We tend to overlook how much strength it takes to remain kind in a world that can sometimes feel harsh and unforgiving. But kindness is a superpower. It has the ability to transform situations, soften hearts, and create space for healing and growth. When you practice kindness, you're not just being nice. You're exercising one of the deepest and most powerful strengths available to you. Kindness requires vulnerability, patience, and a deep understanding of others. And it often acts as a catalyst for other strengths to emerge. Kindness also serves as a mirror for your own self-worth. When you show kindness toward others, you reaffirm your belief in the value of human connection. And when you show kindness to yourself, you remind yourself that you are worthy of love, respect, and grace. In turn, this strengthens your self-esteem, helping you to tap into your own hidden strengths. By treating yourself with the same compassion and understanding that you would offer a loved one, you unlock the potential for deep personal growth. Equally important is the understanding that discovering your hidden strengths doesn't mean you have to do everything alone. It's okay to ask for help, to seek guidance, or to lean on others during difficult times. Sometimes the greatest strength you can show is the ability to reach out and say, "I need support." This act of humility does not diminish your strength, it magnifies it. The willingness to ask for help is an acknowledgement that you recognize your limitations, which in turn allows you to build on your strengths and expand your potential. When you allow yourself to rely on others, you open yourself up to new ways of thinking, learning, and growing. You also create an environment where collaboration is celebrated. In fact, some of the greatest achievements in human history were born from collaboration, where individuals brought their unique strengths to the table to work toward a common goal. Your strengths, when combined with those of others, can create something much greater than you could achieve on your own. This is why it's so important to foster connections, build relationships, and surround yourself with people who challenge you, support you, and believe in your potential. Additionally, a significant part of discovering your hidden strengths is recognizing that your personal growth is often a reflection of your environment. The people you surround yourself with, the situations you put yourself in, and the mindset you cultivate all influence the way your strengths emerge. Are you in an environment that encourages your growth, or are you surrounded by negativity and limitations? The spaces you occupy, both physically and mentally, play a major role in unlocking your potential. Choose to invest in relationships and environments that uplift and challenge you. These are the places where your strengths will flourish. Personal growth also comes from embracing challenges, not avoiding them. Life is full of obstacles, and it's easy to feel defeated when things don't go as planned. But each challenge offers a valuable lesson. Every setback, failure, or difficulty is an opportunity to uncover more of your inner strength. Strength is not only shown in moments of success, but in your ability to bounce back after adversity. So when challenges arise, don't shy away from them. Embrace them as the fertile ground where your hidden strengths can grow. The more you face, the more you discover about your own resilience and capability. But the most powerful lesson of all when it comes to discovering your hidden strengths is this: you are enough just as you are. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking you must be someone else or have something more in order to be strong or capable. The truth is, you have everything you need inside of you right now. Your hidden strengths are not something you need to find. They are already a part of who you are. They've always been there, waiting for you to acknowledge them. Your task is simply to recognize and embrace them, knowing that you are already more than enough. As we continue exploring the journey of discovering your hidden strengths, it's crucial to address a powerful concept: self-awareness. Without it, we are often blind to our true potential, locked in a cycle of self-doubt and confusion. But when you become more attuned to your own thoughts, feelings, and reactions, you begin to see the world and yourself with greater clarity. Self-awareness is the gateway to understanding your strengths, because it allows you to recognize the moments when you are acting from a place of power, and more importantly, when you are holding yourself back. The first step toward self-awareness is to slow down and observe. Take time each day to check in with yourself. What emotions are you experiencing? What patterns are emerging in your thoughts? In doing so, you create space for growth and, more importantly, for discovering the hidden strengths that lie dormant within. The process of self-awareness also includes being brutally honest with yourself about where your weaknesses lie. This isn't about self-criticism, it's about understanding the full picture of who you are. Your weaknesses don't define you, but acknowledging them allows you to be strategic about how to work through them. Once you know where your vulnerabilities are, you can find ways to turn them into strengths. For instance, if you tend to be overly self-critical, you might realize that your perfectionism, though often limiting, can also be a strength in your ability to strive for excellence. By recognizing these tendencies and working through them, you are not only strengthening your character but also unlocking the hidden power that you might have dismissed as weakness. Let's take a moment to talk about the role of reflection in this process. Reflection is an incredibly powerful tool for uncovering your hidden strengths, because it allows you to look at your past experiences with a new perspective. When you reflect on the moments of your life that have been most challenging, you often find that they are the times when you grew the most. Have you ever found yourself in a situation that you thought was impossible to overcome, only to look back later and realize how strong you actually were in that moment? That strength, that resilience, is often hiding in plain sight, waiting to be recognized. By reflecting on these experiences, you uncover the hidden strengths you used to navigate those difficulties, and you begin to understand just how much you are capable of. Another vital piece of the puzzle is your mindset. The way you perceive the world and yourself profoundly impacts your ability to discover and embrace your strengths. If you view challenges as obstacles that are too difficult to overcome, you may miss out on opportunities to tap into your power. But if you adopt a growth mindset, a belief that you can learn, evolve, and become stronger through adversity, you open the door to infinite possibilities. A growth mindset allows you to see challenges as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. This mindset is the difference between being stuck in a cycle of frustration and discovering strengths you didn't know you had. By choosing to see every difficulty as a lesson, you begin to unlock the full extent of your potential. One of the most important things to realize is that you don't have to be perfect to discover your hidden strengths. In fact, perfectionism is often a barrier to self-discovery because it creates unrealistic expectations and fear of failure. Instead of striving for an unattainable ideal, focus on progress, not perfection. Strength doesn't come from being flawless. It comes from learning to embrace your imperfections and working through them with grace. Embracing imperfection allows you to see your authentic self and, in turn, uncover the strengths that are rooted in your unique experiences and qualities. Remember, there is power in imperfection, and your mistakes don't define you, they reveal the depth of your strength. You may also find that some of your hidden strengths are connected to the things that bring you joy and fulfillment. Often we associate strength with struggle or hardship, but the truth is that our greatest strengths can emerge when we are doing something we love. Think about a time when you were completely immersed in an activity, when everything else seemed to fade away and you felt unstoppable. This is a glimpse into your power. When you are engaged in something you are passionate about, you are often tapping into strengths you never knew existed. Passion fuels energy, focus, and creativity, qualities that make you more resilient and capable in all areas of your life. The more you pursue what brings you joy, the more you uncover the hidden strengths that allow you to overcome obstacles and create success. Self-compassion plays an enormous role in the discovery of your hidden strengths. We are often our harshest critics, constantly judging ourselves for not being enough or not measuring up to some arbitrary standard. But when you show yourself compassion, you unlock a profound sense of inner peace and confidence. Self-compassion allows you to be gentle with yourself during times of failure, disappointment, or confusion. It's a reminder that your worth is not defined by your achievements or perfection, but by your inherent value as a person. When you are kind to yourself, you give yourself permission to grow, to stumble, and to rise again. In this process, you become more resilient and your hidden strengths begin to surface in ways you never expected. One of the most transformative ways to discover your strengths is to put yourself in situations that challenge your current beliefs about what you are capable of. When you push yourself outside of your comfort zone, you often find that your strength lies in your ability to adapt, problem solve, and persevere in the face of uncertainty. The more you expose yourself to new experiences, the more you will learn about your ability to thrive in unfamiliar territory. Whether it's taking on a new project, traveling to a new place, or trying something you've never done before, each challenge gives you the opportunity to discover a new facet of your hidden strength. These experiences expand your boundaries and help you grow into a version of yourself that is stronger, more resilient, and more empowered than you ever imagined. Building on this, it's important to recognize that your past does not dictate your future. Often we hold on to old beliefs about ourselves that are tied to past experiences or failures. We may think, I've always been bad at this, or I've never been able to handle that. But these beliefs are not set in stone. Your past mistakes, failures, and limitations do not define who you are today or who you can become tomorrow. You have the power to reinvent yourself and step into new strengths that you may have never realized were there. It's never too late to start embracing your potential and stepping into your greatness. The more you let go of past limitations, the more you make room for your true strength to unfold. When you learn to trust in your own capabilities and release the fear of failure, you open the door to new opportunities for growth. Trusting yourself means having the courage to take risks, to fail, and to rise again. It means believing that no matter what happens, you have the strength to handle it. Trust is the foundation of personal power. When you trust yourself, you can face any challenge with confidence, knowing that your strength will guide you through. Finally, let's talk about the power of persistence. Strength isn't about getting things right the first time. It's about the willingness to keep going, even when things get tough. Persistence allows you to face obstacles head-on and keep moving forward no matter how many times you fall. The more persistent you are, the more you uncover your true strength. Each setback is an opportunity to grow, and each challenge is a chance to discover the resilience that lies within. The key to discovering your hidden strengths is never giving up, even when the path feels uncertain or difficult. By choosing persistence over perfection, you will unlock the incredible power that is already within you. As you near the end of this journey, there is one final piece of the puzzle that can profoundly impact the way you experience your hidden strengths. The concept of self-empowerment. Empowerment isn't something that is given to you by others. It's something that you must claim for yourself. Too often we wait for external validation, approval, or recognition from others to feel that we are worthy of our own power. But the truth is, self-empowerment comes from within. It is the act of acknowledging that you are in control of your own destiny, and that you have the ability to shape your life in any way you choose. The moment you take ownership of your strength, you unlock an entirely new level of power that was always within you. One of the most powerful ways to empower yourself is through the practice of affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that help to reshape the way you think about yourself. They serve as reminders of your inherent worth, abilities, and potential. When you repeat affirmations daily, you reprogram your mind to focus on your strengths rather than your limitations. You begin to shift your belief system and see yourself in a new light. This practice doesn't just change your thoughts, it changes your reality. By consistently affirming your power and strengths, you begin to see new opportunities and possibilities that were previously hidden from view. Another key component of self-empowerment is learning to set boundaries. Boundaries are essential for maintaining your energy, focus, and emotional well-being. Without clear boundaries, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, drained, and disconnected from your own strength. Setting boundaries is an act of self-respect and self-love. It's a way of communicating to yourself and others that you are worthy of space, time, and energy. When you set boundaries, you are asserting your own power. You are choosing to honor your own needs and well-being, which in turn allows you to tap into your full potential. Remember, when you have healthy boundaries, you create the mental and emotional space needed to discover and nurture your hidden strengths. Moreover, self-empowerment requires you to take risks. Stepping into your power often involves pushing through the discomfort of uncertainty and fear. It's easy to stay in your comfort zone, where things feel safe and predictable. But true growth happens when you take risks, challenge yourself, and step into the unknown. Every risk you take is an opportunity to uncover new strengths, abilities, and facets of yourself that you may not have known existed. Even if you fail, the experience gives you valuable insights that help you evolve and become stronger. Taking risks shows you just how resilient and capable you are, and it reinforces the belief that you can handle whatever life throws your way. Self-empowerment also requires you to trust in your intuition. Your intuition is your inner guide, the quiet voice that speaks to you when you're unsure about a decision or direction. Often we ignore our intuition because we think it's irrational or illogical. However, intuition is deeply connected to your hidden strengths. It is an expression of your inner wisdom shaped by your experiences, values, and desires. By learning to trust and follow your intuition, you tap into a powerful source of guidance that can help you navigate life's challenges and opportunities. Your intuition knows what's best for you. It's a direct connection to the strengths and power you hold within. When you begin to trust your intuition and take empowered action based on that guidance, you cultivate an unwavering sense of self-confidence. Confidence is not about being perfect or knowing all the answers. It's about trusting in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. Confidence is the belief that no matter what challenges arise, you have the strength, wisdom, and resilience to face them head-on. Confidence is built through action. The more you take action from a place of trust in yourself, the more confident you become. The more you tap into your inner power, the more you begin to see yourself as a force to be reckoned with. Furthermore, it's essential to understand that self-empowerment is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process. Every day you have the opportunity to choose how you will show up in the world. Will you embrace your strengths and rise to meet the challenges of the day? Or will you shrink back in fear and doubt? The choice is yours. Each time you choose to act from a place of power, you reinforce the belief that you are capable, worthy, and strong. Over time, these small choices accumulate, and you begin to see yourself in a new light. Your sense of self-worth increases, and your ability to unlock your hidden strengths expands. As part of this process, it's important to learn to celebrate your successes, no matter how small they may seem. Often we are so focused on the next goal or the next challenge that we forget to pause and acknowledge how far we've come. Celebrating your wins is a way of recognizing your own growth and reinforcing the belief that you are capable of achieving great things. Each celebration, whether big or small, is a reminder of your strengths and the progress you've made. It's also a way of honoring yourself for the hard work, effort, and resilience that you put into your journey. Additionally, self-empowerment involves taking ownership of your time and energy. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to become overwhelmed by the demands of others and lose sight of your own needs. However, you must remember that your energy is a precious resource and you have the right to protect it. Prioritize your well-being and make time for the things that nourish you, whether it's rest, creativity, exercise, or simply spending time with loved ones. By taking care of yourself, you are ensuring that you have the energy and strength needed to continue unlocking your potential. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. When you empower yourself by setting aside time for self-care, you're able to show up more fully and authentically in all areas of your life. Another crucial aspect of self-empowerment is the ability to let go of limiting beliefs. We all have beliefs that hold us back. Whether it's the belief that we're not good enough, that success is out of our reach, or that we are not worthy of love and abundance. These beliefs are often deeply ingrained, and they can create barriers that prevent us from discovering our hidden strengths. But the moment you challenge these beliefs and choose to release them, you create space for new possibilities. You have the power to rewrite the story you tell yourself. You are not defined by your past, your mistakes, or the beliefs that no longer serve you. By letting go of these limiting beliefs, you free yourself to step into your true potential. Finally, it's important to understand that your journey of self-empowerment and discovering your hidden strengths is uniquely yours. It's not about comparing yourself to others or trying to live up to anyone else's expectations. Your power lies in embracing your authentic self with all your quirks, strengths, and imperfections. You are not meant to be like anyone else. You are meant to be you. Embrace your uniqueness and celebrate the strengths that make you who you are. The more you do, the more empowered you will become.